alive.
Don't forget my graphic.
I wasn't gonna forget.
He was gonna forget my graphic.
You better believe it.
Boop. Oops. Now I have to fix Nick.
We're always fixing Nick.
It takes so much work. All right,
Make mine really big, and then Nick's really small. Oh, put Nick's in my mouth.
Geez, my personal YouTube channel hasn't gotten any views in the last 28 days.
Oh, tragic.
I know, it's almost like there's nothing on it.
I'm sorry for your loss.
How am I going to get monetized?
And then put the Nick one in the bat mouth.
And there we are. Oop, jeez, loud.
Oop. Nope.
There we go.
Nice, it looks like a dream.
This looks good.
The B-Man! Morning, friends. Awesome Clark, hello. Take the Hun, hello, everyone. Slim, been waiting all day for this stream. Ute, how's it going? Harry McGill, howdy doodle neighborinos. Joshua Pergowski, hello. The random Mac boy, heh heh heh. Cthulhu, hoi.
Damn, you really got them all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that calls for some celebration?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, everybody get ready for some motion sickness.
I already threw up.
Mm-hmm. There we go, something like that. Fix my lighting situation.
Flipnut Dude at 88. I'm effing hyped.
Mm-hmm.
Nuzzles. Oh, hey, Lucky Bat is back. I was worried Jay took him behind the shed and buried him with all the neck.
There we go. Now to check all the camera thingies.
I mean, who's to say that Lucky Bat isn't a clone as well?
Uh-oh. It's probably fine.
Frozen Throg, it's not hard. You're hard. Yeah, take that. But you're crying right now. Jeez. Frozen Throg is crying right now like a goose. Yeah. Keep getting a little sip
right
in
into the
there.
microphone.
People love two things: sipping near them and whistling.
Yep, it's their favorite things ever.
And feet.
Oop, yep. And that's today is feet day. So
Flipnut Dude at 88. Space Marine 2 trailer is out. Have you seen it? You know, I dropped it all over the floor.
Oh my goodness.
I have not.
whoa, that's crazy. You might be the last person to see it.
I think so. GeForce Member 45. I have to ask, why are all the Mechanicus models so chocked full of details, just so many bits and bobs? They do. Although I kind of want to paint up some Mechanicus models, some Sikaran Ruststalkers. Actually, not the Ruststalkers, the other one, Sikaran Infiltrators. But because I have a suspicion that what would happen if I painted all those bits and bobs gray and then just dry brush to silver. Like what it look like.
That's my thought. That's what I think it's gonna look like.
Don't call me Shirley. Jay, you could totally proxy super mutant models for orcs. Super mutant models are really big. I actually have one. Ooh, can you hand it? Oh, wait, is it? Where'd it go? I swear it was there a second ago. I'll be back.
Oh,
That wasn't
he's
right
gone
back.
early, folks. And he was never seen again.
Yep. Now it's just gonna be our stream.
It is.
Which
How
is
was
pretty
your day,
awkward because
Nicholas?
we're just off screen talking to each other while people are typing.
No painting happens at all.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
This is
Ooh,
Tabitha from Fallout. It's enormous. I mean, it's in a different scale. It's in the 32 millimeter, and then super mutants are huge.
I had to mail in some paperwork to the government, and then when I got my letter back, it was addressed to someone called Tabitha.
Well, that's rude.
It really was.
I don't know. You're kind of implying the government doesn't work always, and that's I disagree.
Force Number 45. Super mutants equal knobs. You could maybe get away with a knob. I think that is a 40 millimeter base, although knobs are on 32s. So probably a war boss would be the closest you could get.
Yeah. Jason M. Happy Foot Fetish Friday. FFF.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very special day.
We actually figured out the hoof situation. Somebody in the comments they actually watched the video that accompanied the article, and in that you can see more perspectives, and you can see that there are 2 hoofed toes that were just perfectly hidden behind the front hoof.
For both sides.
For both sides.
Feet, which is insane. They literally took it at the exact perfect angle where you can't see it on both sides.
Mm-hmm. Jake Clark just finished painting a Gene Stealer cult model. Any base ideas? Well, it just so happens that you've come to the right place. Eons of Battle has a playlist of over 80 easy-to-follow, simple, quick basing tutorials.
What I think is put it on shuffle and see what happens.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And you have to pick the one it picks for you.
Even if it's one that we did, 6 years ago.
Even if
7
it's
years
eggshell
ago.
lava.
I'm not dude at 88. Shit, I'm still waiting for my tax return. Damn.
I agree.
I know, that was a little much for me.
I just had a hot chocolate.
Oh. Sphere. Tabitha identity theft crisis. Yeah, are you stealing Tabitha's identity?
Yes.
Yes.
Because that's what I think is going on around here.
Well, we're working on it.
Joe Monkey 27. Gonna work on a custom Space Marine kill team soon. Any advice on making a kill team?
If it's a Space Marine kill team, you have a lot of options. You can do scouts, regular intercessors, heavy intercessors, Death Watch, incursors, infiltrators. God, am I missing
And a couple more ORs.
Might be it.
I would say be yourself and have fun.
Some of the ones I'm looking at are I already have the incursors, which have some nifty rules, and I'm really tempted by the Death Watch. Especially since you can build the box of 5 models is perfect. It gives you everything you need and all the options. And scouts actually look kind of good too. If you take snipers and shotguns on everybody, everything hits on 2-ups.
Pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm. Jerk Shadow tips. Toss a coin to the Witcher. To your Witcher and YouTube. No, YouTube tosses us coins. I suppose we toss a lot of coins their way, but they take them first. They take. They don't wait.
Yeah, that's true.
To be fair, they work with the advertisers on our behalf and host the videos perfectly.
Yeah.
So there's, they offer some value as well, a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, very little, but yeah.
Yeah. Really, I'd say it's 99% us, 1% Google. You hear that, business daddy?
We love you, business daddy. We love you, business daddy. Although I've never seen a YouTube short before. So I just want to put that out there. I mean, I've watched them, but I've watched them as normal YouTube videos. I've never used it in the YouTube app.
It's a totally different thing.
Yeah. They just appear for me in the. It's like usually in the middle of scrolling.
Oh, interesting.
There'll be a little block of YouTube shorts.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
And I scroll right past them to get to whatever video I want.
Exactly. Exactly.
I thought it was just a different way to brand a really short YouTube video.
Nah.
Anybody in the
No,
chat use YouTube Shorts? Or not you, like watch YouTube Shorts?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a completely separate thing. It's weird because on desktop it's not. It's the same thing.
Yes.
But on mobile it's two different tabs. Or if you're scrolling through your feed, it appears. I'm not a big YouTube on the phone person. I occasionally, but I'm a desktop man myself.
I'm always tubing on the go.
That's true. I mean, that's why it works with but your what is it called? YouTube Premium. That's why YouTube Premium makes sense for you.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause you're tubing on the go. You can download stuff.
Though, I still haven't figured out the problem where I can't download things. And I figured out a weird workaround.
Deleting the app and then just your phone.
That didn't work. So YouTube Premium does a thing where it'll make suggestions for videos to download based on other videos you download.
That's insane.
And those download no problem.
What?
The only thing is that those are picked by YouTube, not by me. So it will not download a video, but it'll download videos that have been recommended for me to download.
Do you have to find a video that recommends the one you want to download?
I don't understand how the recommendations work, but they are the only thing that'll currently download for me. I can't find anybody else having this issue on iOS.
That's
So it's a
very
you
odd.
problem.
Yeah, it does seem to be a me problem.
I feel like that happens more often than not.
It does seem that way.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I really don't know. EJ95, Jay, I just showed my mom the cookie cutter I just got from you, and she says it looks like boobs.
It looks like boobs?
I guess maybe the feet?
Maybe. Like big saggy
Or maybe-
boobs. I'm confused which part looks like boobs.
Do the shoulder pads look like boobs?
They shouldn't.
They could
maybe I
with a little
printed them wrong.
imagination.
Uh-oh. Or maybe the
Are you sure you
maybe-
didn't get the big titty Harley Quinn that we also have available?
You know about a dozen people just opened a new tab like right now, right?
Yep. That's hilarious. Yeah, but they're up on our Etsy. Big titty Harley Quinn cookie cutters. I know my parents, or my dad, apparently when he was a kid, because my grandma always makes gingerbread cookies, and apparently when he was a kid, they would get bored, and so they started making ones that have giant boobs, just so that grandma would make them stop.
Mm-hmm. Stop
Just-
helping.
they, just go away.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just finish them.
The good old, it's fine, I can do it myself.
Yep.
Ute Wanted to ask, do you think a World Eaters kill team would be viable? They're my favorite Legion, but I don't know if they've got rules in kill team. World Eaters don't have rules in kill team, but Heretic Astartes have rules in kill team. You can run either 6 Chaos Space Marines, or you can run 3 Chaos Space Marines and 8 Chaos Cultists.
EJ95, my mom is with me and she's laughing her butt off. She says it's the legs. There you go, it's the legs. I could see it.
Well, I guess a little.
Boobs. Yeah, well, there you go. The Glorious One tips. Do you think Games Workshop will release more Krieg?
Probably not more Krieg, but they've already said that they will one day come out with the Krieg from Octeris separately. They've shown off the boxes and everything, but I don't think there's word on when that's happening. Jaw Monkey 27. I was going to make them a Death Watch, actually. I had a fun idea with one of my models, one handing a rocket launcher and holding a dagger in the other hand. Can Death Watch take a rocket launcher? I don't believe one comes in the kit, which makes me think that they can't have it. Kill Team Rules, Faction Compendium. I'm flipping through a book, not toggling through folders on my computer.
Right. And if you bought whatever these are,
yeah,
you bought a book and then you scanned it yourself, which is fine.
Fire Teams 3. Tactical Marine, Scout Fire Team. Death Watch Veteran Kill Team. Death Watch, Death Watch, Death Watch, Death Watch. Death Watch, Death Watch, Death Watch, Death Watch. Sergeant. Gunner. Veteran Gunner. Melta Grav Flamer, Bolt Gun, Plasma, Melta Grav Flamer. No, it does not look like you can have a missile launcher.
Jason M. YouTube Shorts are in upright mobile view, can't scroll through video. Overall, they suck. It is true. You can't scrub through them if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Although the argument is they're less than a minute.
Yeah, they're a few seconds.
Yeah, I mean, if they're boring, then I just go past them. I feel like, but yeah, I that's a big critique of TikTok in general too, and I get it. You don't have as much control as you do on YouTube.
Gorge Gajardo. The Death Watch Kill Team kit is light on chainswords and has no lightning claws, FYI. Can the Death Watch take chainswords or lightning claws? I know they can in big 40k, which means that you have to go scavenge those bits. But I don't believe they can in Kill Team. But let me check. Also, you probably wouldn't want to bring a chainsword because a power weapon or close combat weapon is probably always going to be better. Adeptus Astartes, Death Watch.
I thought about that.
No, it looks like you can have a power weapon or fists for a normal warrior, and then for the
power weapon
fighter, you can have a thunder hammer, power weapon, power maul, power fist, lightning claws. You can have a lightning claws, but I don't believe any come in the box. That is so bizarre. It seems like
what is a power weapon? Is that just the power sword?
It's just the power sword.
Okay. Interesting. Is it called a power weapon in 40k?
I think it's still called a power sword. I don't know why. I guess has anything that's... I guess like you could get... I think a power weapon could be an axe. I think axes and swords are the same thing in Kill Team, essentially. Because some kits have power axes available to them. Right. But it'd be the same thing. It was always a little bit annoying in big 40k because in 7th edition, you had the option, every single guy who could take anything could take a power sword, a power fist, a power maul, a power axe, or a power lance. And they were all incredibly similar to each other. And so it's like, oh, I took the power sword, but I kind of wish I had taken the power axe. Because they're 1 pip different on each thing.
Right. George Gajardo, YouTube Shorts isn't really monetizable at the moment. Not sure your views count towards your channel, but you'll be entered into a prize pot. Yeah, it's insane how they do it. You work really hard, and then you might get money.
Yeah.
If they think you should. And if you do well, but they don't really tell you how well you have to do to make money. And they say that you can only make up to $10,000 a month, which would be a lot for us, but would be not very much for a lot of people. So, yeah.
Also, shorts take a long time. Like,
yeah.
Because, like, for us, you know, it might take 20, 30, 40 hours to make a 15, 20-minute video. It still might take 2-3 hours to make 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you know, that 3 hours that would have given us 2 or 3 or 4 minutes of content on a monetized video is giving us 15 seconds that might do well enough to put us into the prize draw. It's very odd. Especially with what we do. Like, if I was a good dancer, I could probably do much better on... But, like... And then I could just dance.
I mean,
but
we have a friend who teaches a dance class.
That is true.
We could all be going there. We could be twerking it up.
What state does she live in?
Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
I think. But I want to. What I would love to do is take the class that she teaches. That's the where they wear the high heels and do all the dancing. That would be obviously we're not doing that, but that would be quite the one to do.
I thought she moved out west. Although that might have been before her Cirque du Soleil fell through.
Yes, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't live here. Or
and
around
also,
here.
you know, the pandemic and whatnot.
Monitor, could you write that dance class off as a business expense? Yes, because we would upload it somewhere.
Jason Alaska. Hey Jay, have you ever ordered any Black Templar bits from Liber Demonica? I got White Scars bits from them and they're awesome. I have not, but I'll look it up right now. Bits miniatures. Helmets. It looks like STLs. Wow, lots of helmets. Ooh, some cool Custodes helmets. I'm gonna have to keep that in my back pocket. They got some really cool stuff. Boy, though, the details are incredibly precise. Like, I wonder, I'd be really interested to know how well, I would be interested to see how these print. I'll throw it in chat. Boop. Oh my goodness, you people are typing so much.
There we go. Sean, I just noticed Lucky Bet is eating Nick. Hilarious. How do I taste?
Oh, you know. Fine.
Salty? Oh.
Kino Kanonas. A power weapon can also be a power lance, a power maul, a power sword, or a power axe. I believe the power maul is a different weapon. Yeah, the power maul is different in that it's 4/5 stun instead of 4/6 lethal. It's a little worse, although I've heard stun can be amazing in the right situations.
1313s. You give me a video of you dancing in heels, Nick, and I'll make my friends patrons too. See, there you go. I think it's a great idea.
Kino Kananas. R.I.P. Power Lance. You are too cool to exist. I believe one Power Lance existed, and it might actually still be sold by Games Workshop in the resin White Scars Space Marine Bikes upgrade pack in Finecast. I think that might have been the only instance where a Power Lance ever made an appearance. And yet it was an option for every Space Marine ever. White Scars. Yes, it is still available. Oh, and I suppose Khan on Bike has a Power Lance. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Because now that I look at these upgrades, they just have regular power swords. Yeah, so it looks like the only Power Lance is White Scars Khan on Bike. Or you could just get a stick and use a regular power sword, and boom, you got a lance.
Sounds like cheating.
I believe back in like 7th edition, which is the last time I ever considered a lance, they were better on the charge, but then their power went down as you went through turns of combat. So they were really good on. They were slightly better on the charge.
Monitor. Oh my god! I got a virus from that link. Why are you spreading viruses, Jay?
Jason Alaska. Shorts and clip media is honestly a bad trend. We shouldn't be encouraging even less patience and concentration. Yeah, it's probably bad. But if we can make money, we'd do it.
Oh boy, and the truth has been said out loud. Yeah, it's interesting. I find the I don't know about the concentration. I think that's definitely a component. I think for me, it's the endless scrolling where it doesn't encourage you to stop is probably the biggest problem for me. Where you can just keep seeing sillier and sillier and funnier things, and as every time you swipe to the next video, it's calculating what should play next. I think that's probably the most disgusting part of the whole thing. Because like I think
rather spooky.
With YouTube, at least, I mean, it chooses tons of stuff for you, but you have an illusion of an option of what you watch and what you don't watch, and you can tell it pretty easily to not stop showing me certain things. There's several channels, Russell Brand, that I've just banned because I don't want to see it. I don't want to watch his videos. There are people I don't want to watch. So I just say, don't show me this, and it doesn't.
Also, for people, it's fine if you like Russell Brand, although it's not fine if you like Arch.
I don't want to watch this podcast. I just don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, he's a comedian with a podcast, and I watch a lot. I watch some comedians' podcasts, but not that one.
Not that one. Yeah. I saw a question I saw a comment that was really good, but I don't remember where it was. It was around.
Gary White, didn't the old granites have lances? I don't know. I think it might be a different type of weapon. I don't think it was called a power lance. I think it was called something else. The granites force pike or something.
Lance. Force lance.
Could be. I don't know when force weapons were invented. Probably right after Star Wars. No. Everything of 40k came after Star Wars. Right after they stole it from StarCraft. We got about 50 comments of trying to be like, Jay, do you really not know that StarCraft came after Games Workshop? Or after 40k?
Yes, that's the joke. It's the sillies. Don't call me Shirley. Bo Burnham should do a podcast.
Yeah.
I kind of love that he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't do any promo for the for his
Inside.
special. He did Instagram posts and I think some Twitter stuff, but that's it. No going on a show and pretending to care about whatever Jimmy Fallon has to say. He just released it. Love that. I respect that.
Don't call me Shirley. 40k is just StarCraft. I agree. It's a blatant ripoff.
Jack Attack 5647. Don't forget Dune in the list of things 40k stole.
Yeah, they stole the dunes from Dune. Like the sand. Although sometimes, one thing that a lot of people point to as stolen is the space travel, and it's tricky because it's kind of like they stole the idea and then changed every aspect of it a little. Like in Dune, a human.
Spoilers, everyone.
Yeah, spoilers
Years.
for a book from 30 or some years ago.
Yeah, but some people were born yesterday.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
And if that's true, happy first birthday to those people.
Mm-hmm.
But in Dune, a human eats an incredible amount of an addictive drug called spice melange, which transforms them into like a sea monster that can see into the future, and they look into the future and figure out which direction they can travel in. That will mean that they don't crash into an asteroid or something. Whereas in 40k, a human is born with a psychic or with a third eye that can see into a hell dimension.
It's in their butt.
Yeah. And then they use this ability to see into a hell dimension to let the spaceship travel into the hell dimension, and then they navigate through the hell dimension and then back out into reality. So it's like it's similar, but it's like nothing is the same.
Very clever.
Mm-hmm.
A little sneaky.
Monitor stole the idea and changed every aspect of it a little, aka how I wrote English papers in high school.
Exactly. Phil Sayer. So I'm just gonna play in my first game of Kill Team right after Christmas. Do you think putting skulls of my enemies on the bases is too overdone? No, I think it's like a requirement for 40k. Gotta have skulls. Austin Clark, what is your favorite Necron model? I definitely would say Necron Immortals. I just love how big and beefy they are. And I love a Tesla carbine. Carbine! Carbine! Everybody got mad at me. Carbine!
I like the Scarab Swarms.
Scarab Swarms are fun too.
They're cute.
You mean like the Rogue Trader metal ones?
No, I mean like the brand new ones, brand spanking new ones. You know, that look really, really, really good.
I like the centipedes.
Oh yeah. Those ones, you know.
Yes, those ones. We pieced it together.
Monitor, car, bean, biofuel. Ooh, this. Damn, this is a good idea. Jason M. Magnetic base skulls. Change it up depending on enemy.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
That's if you patent that, that's a multi-million-dollar idea. You can make the skulls out of magnets. Exactly. You know, I don't think I've ever heard of a magnetic base. Oh wait, maybe the Cobalt Keep bases.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cobalt Keep is a company that makes the finest miniature bases this side or any side of the Mississippi. They're cast in very chunky plastic, which makes them feel a lot nicer than a lot of the bases really all of the bases you'll get from any other manufacturer. And they come with a slot and compatible magnet that you can purchase to make your models magnet transportation ready.
Wow, all that sounds really, really expensive.
Well, it's not. Their prices are very, very affordable. And they have all of your favorite sizes, including some new sizes they've just added for some of the larger bases, like the 90mm ovals that Outriders come on, and the 120mm oval flying stand base.
Wow. Wow, that sounds insane.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, and we're doing all these for free.
Yeah, we'll send them an invoice later.
Okay, perfect. Goldie Hood, God, such a shill.
I need a T-shirt born to shill.
With an American flag on it.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Clark, my dog absolutely demolished one of my Necron warriors, so now I'm making it seem like he is reanimating.
Nice.
That's a pretty good idea. Flip nut to that 88, shill that stuff, baby. George Gujardo, every shill needs camera eye contact and finger guns.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Bill Sayer, this is the good side of the shill. Stay away from the dark side. Is that the Raid Shadow Legends? Is that the dark side?
And this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It's a video game that people can play, and it's got microtransactions and anime babes and generic fantasy characters, and is apparently great or something. And you can...
I don't think anyone said that. They don't even say that.
What have they said? Just, it is a game.
It is a game.
It is a game. That's all I know about it. I mean, do you think it's even in the top, I don't know, 100 on the App Store?
I don't know. I bet it is. I mean, otherwise they're kind of wasting their time with all these ads.
That's true.
I haven't seen an ad in a long time for them. Is it a free game? I would assume so.
Yes.
How can they
And
afford?
But there's stuff you can buy in the game.
Right.
That you can buy coins, and then you can spend the coins on, like, not having to play the game.
Ooh, there's a game called Hotties Up. It's at number 31. I don't know what it is, but that's a fun name.
Does it look good?
Yeah, add to cart.
Is it a business expense? Oh, yeah, these are all free. So, let's see. Oh yeah, I remember that Mario Kart World, Mario Kart Tour. I remember when that was a big thing. Temple Run.
Oh, Temple Run.
Yep. All right. Let's see. I remember Temple Run was like number 1 for like 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
What's it called? Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends.
It is number 51 in role playing, but it's not top free games.
Well, clearly they need to pay for an Eons of Battle sponsorship to get that placement higher.
Right.
Manscaped.
Your
Manscaped
balls
is
have hair? Well, make them not have hair with the Lawnmower 3.0.
The way that Manscaped does stuff is weird. You have to You have to shill for them for free for a little
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
bit. You shill for them for product, and then you make money if they think maybe you should. I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know. Didn't I haven't. I don't know. Did I know that a while ago, Trapped Under Plastic, they were working on doing a Manscaped something.
They
Did
talked
they ever
about
do
it. It seems like it might have fallen through.
Yeah, because they probably realized that you don't get paid normally. This is a really good question. What armies does Lucky Bat have?
Yes.
I mean, you have your possum army.
I do have my possum army.
It's an army of possums.
And oh boy, have they seen some action.
Oh yeah, they've been in what, 30, 40, 50 games?
I was gonna say a Tupperware.
The top tournaments in the world.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy. Especially because it's not like a legal kill team.
Yeah.
You just, you go in there and you lie. And
I just show up and I win.
Yeah, exactly. Oscar Clark, are you thinking of doing any Necromunda content soon?
The Necromunda has a sweet aesthetic that I like. It's maybe one too many like Games Workshop 40k style skirmish games.
The that new terrain set that they have, the like market or whatever it is.
It is dope. I might buy that.
It's so cool.
So yeah, I like Necromunda. I painted some Necromunda models. I painted a House Goliath in an old video. I painted a bunch of Escher for fun, but I don't know. It's hard to have so many games, and I think we would probably maybe do like Underworlds or Warcry before, just because it fulfills a slightly different niche, whereas Necromunda is kind of like fighting with Kill Team. I know they're different games, but they're not that different.
I don't think you know that they're different.
I mean, I've read the rules.
Edgar Gonzalez caught Wednesday Kill Team video. Dug up my stealth suits to work on.
Yeah, nice. Stealth suit team looks dope. I think I would either run all 6 stealth suits, or I might swap out one stealth suit for a gun drone or a gun drone and a marker light drone.
That was close.
Steps. I shill for Games Workshop, J Nick, but more GW. Still time to buy Xmas boxes for all your friends. Also get them a codex and some Kill Team books. Exactly. Honestly, you should buy them a few copies of the compendium, the Kill Team compendium.
What if they lose one?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's a good.
And it's
that's
so
a good point.
affordable at $50 American dollar dues for a book.
Wait, only $50? Damn.
It's full color.
Whoa. Even on pages that don't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Just make them cheap books? Who cares? The core rule book make the core rule book kind of nice, and then make the compendium just I don't know, have it on newspaper.
Mm-hmm. Champ Styles, magnetized my first model today, and I don't think I can go back. A good magnetization job is pretty epic. Gary White, anyone ever run heavy intercessors in Kill Team? Boy, heavy intercessors look like they would struggle a little bit. They've got really good guns, although they're limited to only 2 activations each instead of the normal Space Marine 3. So 4 models with 2 activations, 8 activations a turn. Looks a little bit rough. That's got to be one of the lowest activation teams. 4 models, 2 activations apiece.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
$18 wounds, though. So they're tanky.
You're tanky.
Mm-hmm. World of Tanks. This video is sponsored by...
Yeah, we have a lot of sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of crazy. I think someone should sponsor the streams.
I think so, too.
There's no reason to, but I think they should.
I think they should do it for the lulz.
Hey, this
There you
show
go.
is watched by millions of people, in theory. And so...
Right, it's on the internet. And
Yeah.
what? Millions of people have access to the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Dare I say maybe a billion or
Yeah.
2? So, yeah, I don't understand.
It'd be silly not to advertise on this show. Just leaving money on the table.
Monitor, I am your sponsor. Can you show my cats?
Yes.
Yeah, of
But,
course.
yeah, once the payment goes through, though.
Yeah. Do we get to keep the cats?
Do we get a sample of the cats?
Cat sample. Monitor, they aren't for sale or anything. Maybe just say some nice things.
They like to throw
Like
up.
them. They like to throw up. Exactly. There you go. That's a nice thing for us because we don't have to clean it up.
That is true.
Ah, the white one is very fluffy.
G-Force Member 55. I'm nearly finished with my 6 AdMech Cataphren Destroyers. Love these guys on the table, but man, are they a hassle to paint. Oh, those models are super sick. Fu Mark, would you play a Chaos Demons Undivided if they had more unaligned units like Furies? Probably not. I think the 4 Chaos Gods are pretty cool. So I'd probably rather just play them.
Edgar Gonzalez, #1 show in India. Yeah.
Don't call me Shirley. Jay, you got a favorite It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode? Mine is the water park one. My favorite character is definitely Charlie. Oh, I can't stand the water park one. Oh, when Frank goes down the water slide without water. I love the episode. That's all from Charlie's perspective, where he's trying to get the bar ready for the health inspector, and everyone else is just being terrible. And so he comes up with very Charlie solutions to fix things. Like he puts a painting of a dog over the glory hole. He paints Frank black and hides him in the basement so that they can't find him. But like when you see it all from his point of view, it's working flawlessly. Mm-hmm. Even though normally Charlie is like a crazy person.
I think my favorite episode is the Nightman musical episode.
The Nightman is great. Sure. Cat sponsorship payments. These cats are the greatest cats you'll ever find, and they're super fluffy. They have cat-like reflexes and ears, and if you order now, you can receive a free hairball with a minimum purchase of $100.
There you go. They're the cat's meow, let's just say.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Not only are they the cat's pajamas, but they're in pajamas.
Pajamas sold separately.
Yes. Riot Ninja, do you think Grey Knights are good for kill team? I have Octeris and I have a Hex Fire box under the tree. Don't want to rush opening and building if they are bad. I don't know if Hex Marks comes with models that are available in kill team. Hex Fire 40k Grey Knights, because they might come with Grey Knight Terminators. I should just look and see if I'm right.
You need what are they called? Purifiers?
No, it comes with the purifiers.
There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Must come with 10. No, I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10. So yeah, it'll give you 2 fire teams if you want. Although you can only take 1 in a game of kill team. But yep, I would suggest you go with the Force Falchions because they let you reroll all misses. Although really, I think all the weapons available to the Grey Knights are sweet. The Demon Hammer is particularly interesting because it just deals stupid amounts of damage. Although you don't get the reroll, so it's not as sure of a thing as some of the other weapons. But literally, it's like one of the most powerful things in the game when it goes off. The Force Stave is also an interesting one. Lord Vesh, is it possible to run an Oops All Poxwalkers kill team for the lulz? Unfortunately, no. You're limited to 1 fire team of Poxwalkers.
Sad.
Mm-hmm. Thinking Duckling, I have the Genestealer cults. Should I go Goliath, Rock Truck, or Lehman Russ? I think they fulfill different roles because the Lehman Russ doesn't have a transport capacity, and the Goliath truck does. There's probably a lot more similarities between the Rock Grinder because you can take the turret weapon, but I think you're going to find that they don't overlap that much. Between the Goliath truck and the Chimera transports, that's where I think things get a lot closer. The Chimera might be a little bit cheaper to take, but you know what? I don't even know if that's true. I think for that, it's more of a toss-up. But if you want to transport your models across the board, go Goliath truck. If you want to shoot stuff with big old guns, you take Lehman Russ.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lucky Bat would know.
Fiddlesayer, Jay, do you ever even get the slightest bit of paint in the wrong spots? Literally, never seen you do it. I do on occasion. Usually, it's just brush control. After hundreds of thousands of hours painting, you get pretty good brush control. And I apply pretty darn thin layers of paint. So usually, if I make a mistake, it's often small enough that I can just ignore it, because the next few layers of paint are gonna fix it or make the problem even less noticeable.
Now I just have the Nightman song stuck in my head.
You know what? 100,000 hours of painting is not fixed? Dropping things. God, do I drop all my models.
He does.
I dropped several today.
Yes.
And I dropped one of your models.
Yeah.
Also, I did a little research, and the person that we know that teaches dance classes is in Madison.
Oh.
So there you go.
Road
so it
trip.
really can be a family adventure.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Heels Workshop Intensive, if we want to do that.
Ooh. Oh my god. And knowing Audra, intensive probably means it'll kill us.
Yeah. What's kind of fun is she has like a video of her doing it, and she's wearing like knee supports.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
I bet you have to bring your own heals.
Yeah.
And I don't
you
have any
can't
heals
can't
right
loan
now.
out heals.
Well, goodwill trip, everyone.
It's got to be a perfect fit, or
Yeah.
else you're gonna break your ankle.
Yeah.
And everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. She jumps and does the splits while in heals.
Battle Brother
Pretty
Tabletop Sublets! Poxwalkers can walk themselves right into the dumpster. I had a feeling they
Slowly.
weren't very good because they don't have a gun option. And I mean the regular Plague Marines are so good.
They are pretty good. Man, I mean that's the big thing with you know, the objectives.
Mm-hmm.
Can they get objectives though? Can they hold objectives? Can they tie things up? It might depend. It might depend on your mission, right? Because you decide the mission first.
I think they can do mission actions. If they can't do mission actions, then holy
They're
moly,
useless.
are they poop?
Throw them
Let me
out.
look it up. Drop box.
Yeah.
Kill team. See if I can do this faster than Battle Brothers Tabletop. Death Guard. Poxwalkers. Mindless. Each time this operative would perform a mission action or the pickup action, you must subtract an additional AP to do it. Oh my goodness. So it costs them 2 of their 2 APL to do mission actions. How often are you going to be able to pull that off? You have to walk somewhere and then sit, and then next turn you're allowed to take it for all your activation points.
Yeah,
That's pretty bad.
That's not good. Do the Zangors have a similar thing?
I don't think so. I think the Sangors are epic, but I will check. If anything, I think the Zangors have a strategic play that lets them do them cheaper.
They do. I think I remember that from the video. You talked about that.
Mm-hmm. Talons of the Emperor. Nope, that's
Nope.
Custodians. Thousand Sons. Zangor. Nope. They can perform mission actions like normal, and then they have the strategic ploy for it to be even cheaper.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wilden.
Battle Brothers Tabletop. Poxwalkers just cost extra. They suck hard. Zangors kick ass. They seem to. They seem to kind of be the best minion. They can't take a flamer like the Chaos cultists can. But other than that, they seem kind of better. They have 1 extra wound compared to the cultists.
1313's Sons rule, plague fools drool.
Yeah.
I also like 1313's Nick. I work in Hollywood. I can take you in and get you some stripper shoes if you need.
Sweet.
So there you go. We're all. Which I mean, we're all gonna need them, right? Because we're all doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Honestly, Zangors actually might be a great pick for Thousand Sons. It's because of the Thousand Sons limited APL on some of their units.
Right.
Like once you got a sorcerer and two boyos, I think there's definitely something to be said for 7 Zangors.
And a partridge and a pear tree.
Phil Sayer, they don't have a gun option, says the guy who also said, I'm going to build a Repentia only kill team because the melee mechanics is so good. I mean, the melee mechanics, I do love the melee mechanics, but it's very different hitting with fists versus hitting with the Repentia chainsword. The Repentia chainsword will usually kill things if they can catch them, whereas the Poxwalker's fists will not.
And that stipulation is a really important one. If they can catch them.
If they can catch them.
And, if your opponent, I don't know, let's just say has a rocket launcher and can just kill a thing a turn, makes it just a little bit more difficult.
Battle Brothers Tabletop. Zangors are definitely the best little minions. Zangors really balance out the rubrics. They dice up almost everything in melee. Yeah, Zangors are pretty dope.
Zangor schmangors, that's what I always say.
I'm getting fairly close on these orcs. I don't know what my next kill team is going to be. It might be painting up my proper Sisters of Battle because they were built and they haven't been painted yet. They should get painted before I put even more projects between them and completion. And then I can take a proper mixed Sisters of Battle army, which seems like a pretty good option. Because my Repentia can hide behind the Battle Sisters while moving up, and then can shoot out for a sweet melee attack.
Mm-hmm. AD, bro, I gotta get to sleep. Keep up the good work. You know, we aren't gonna get to sleep because we're gonna be switching over to our Patreon only stream now. Because it's 10 o'clock, and that's what happens.
It's
Although
super duper fun.
Yeah, I do want to say this. Champ Styles, if you head to Hollywood, be sure to stop in Phoenix. A graffiti tutorial I will give you.
Ah.
There you go. I mean, we have a reason to be in Phoenix. We know someone that lives there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch of people that live there. It's a whole city, but we have a friend that just moved out there. But anyways, we're gonna be switching over to our Patreon only stream, and we're gonna see those people. That's gonna be a lot more fun. And then everyone else is gonna go to bed and be sad, and they're gonna cry themselves to sleep. But our patrons won't. They'll just get to be a part of the stream. And we had a bunch of videos out today, bunch of videos out this week. So make sure you go watch all those videos. And we have a Patreon exclusive video out on Saturday. So you gotta, I mean, geez, Louise, if you don't want to be sad, join the Patreon.
Content.
Exactly. But we'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central. So join us for that.
All right, everybody except for the patrons. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.